Legendary choreographer, dancer, director, Bob Fosse pushed boundaries and created a style and a legacy that very much lives on to this day. He's known for Cabaret, All That Jazz, Sweet Charity, Pip in Chicago. He's also the man behind a 1978 show that was his tribute to dance. Fittingly, it is called Dancin'. And last month, a revival of Bob Fosse's Dancin', reimagined for the 21st century, opened on Broadway to critical acclaim. And we are thrilled to have two of the show's dancers with us today, Kolton Krouse and Saki. Thank you very much for being here today. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you for having us.
I got to see this show a couple weeks ago. It is 2.5 hours of dancing that will blow your minds. And my first question to you is just what goes into the mental and physical preparation every day? I'm curious to hear an answer from each of you. What do you do to get ready for this big of a show every night?
I mean, I do take care of myself a lot. Like, I go to this place called Restore Hyper Wellness, and I do a lot of like IV drips. And then, yeah.
And you find that really makes a difference?
It does, yeah, definitely. And then, you know, just have to do my plies and pray.
How much stretching? How much stretching before
probably
the show?
Like we start like an hour before.
Okay.
Usually, yeah.
And Ida, what's your pre-show routine?
I mean, honestly, it starts from the second I wake up. I take a lot of supplements.
Really?
Yes, a lot of hydration, and it really just depends on the day. Sometimes I'm able to go and take a hot yoga class to warm up properly, or sometimes I'm just like, my body cannot do one more physical thing.
Because you have to be warmed up. You have to be loose for this, because it can be dangerous, right?
Absolutely.
For people who don't know Bob Fosse and his style, a very unique style, Ida, can you explain what that style is?
Yeah, I think he's very well known for the subtleties in his movement and the specificity of every single finger being in the right place. But as our director, Wayne Salento, says a lot, he was very well-rounded in everything that he did. And he was a tap dancer growing up, so his rhythms are very interesting and always very surprising. And a lot of his movement is also very full throttle, so you really get quite a range as a dancer to go from very small and subtle and flirtatious to then like bombastic and huge and like flying across the stage.
Yeah, you're meant to, as a viewer, to notice every little subtle movement. And I want to stay on the topic of your director, Kolton. Wayne was part of the original production, right? So if you can, for me, sort of tell me how this one maybe differs from what the vision was back then.
I don't know if it necessarily differs from the vision. It's still very much, he really wanted to give the essence of Bob through this, and he explained, like, when they were doing the original, that he wanted the individuality of everyone in the cast, and so he really wanted that to shine through. I do know that we added back in the Big City Mime section, which was taken out at the Boston, the first preview, I think, right? Yeah, and so he added that back in and used his film work to kind of tell the story that was supposed to be told, and yeah, it's just like, he wanted to honor Bob.
Yeah. And I was reading a little bit about both of your bios. You were each in the movie version of Cats? Is that where you met?
No. We actually knew each other. You were still a baby. I'm a little older than him. And so we grew up in the competition dance circuit.
Oh,
so
really?
we both knew each other kind of well.
So you grew up competing with each other?
He's younger than me, so we wouldn't be competing in the same group.
But you knew the same circles.
Yes, exactly.
Wow. I wanted to ask you, because I know Bob Fosse's daughter, right? Nicole Fosse was involved with this. What was her involvement, and what was that like, sort of just being part of the Fosse family for a bit?
Definitely a big support system. Yes. I'll never forget the first day that she was there. She was like, I have to have lunch with the dancers, and just like wanted to sit with us. And she was able to tell us so many stories. We have a section of the show called America, and she would speak about how her dad felt about America and how he was so patriotic himself. And so it was really interesting to hear these stories, because for us, he's just this like figure that we studied for so long, but to hear about his like humanity and who he was as a person allows us to feel more connected to him.
And I do think the show is interesting for especially for people that really enjoy dance, because at the beginning of the show, it's made very clear to the audience, this is not going to have much of a plot. You're here to see dancers. How is that, as a dancer, to sort of be front and center for 2.5 hours?
I mean, it's really great. I love it. It's something that like Broadway hasn't seen in so long. They just like, I don't know. I feel like the dancers are like the unspoken like heroes that make the story go around in a lot of Broadway shows. But like, I mean, they're pushed aside to the back.
Like
exactly.
This.
Yeah. And so it's really cool that we all get to do this. All 22 of us.
It's very
special. Pretty cool. Kolton Krouse, Saki, thank you so much for being here today.